Hello. So before introducing your project, we're going to take a look at some examples of artists whose main subject matter is animals in their ceramic works. And artists, when they are depicting animals in ceramics, they go for all different sorts of styles. Sometimes it's very lifelike and realistic. Other times, some parts of the sculpture are simplified. But definitely, you can see they're trying to convey a sense of that animal that we would recognize in real life. So, our first artist spotlight is Louane Jewett, and she creates these fantastical creatures. They're physically big, they're not small little sculptures. And she does use ceramic ware, but she also uses some other materials as well. So they are a bit more mixed media than just pure ceramic ware. For example, she probably also uses wire and possibly some wood. And I love these two photos here because you can really see the details that she puts into her work. So visually from far away, you see something, but when you look up close, you can see all these immense details. And her works look like they're coming out of a Hayao Miyazaki film. He's a Japanese anime filmmaker. Your next artist spotlight is Karen Fawcett. She is a British artist and she likes to create lifelike sculptures actually using the British countryside as her inspiration. She does a lot of direct observation of animals, so she will go to places to see the animals in real life. You can see she puts a lot of details into her work and she does a lot of studying of what they look like. So she likes to use reference pictures as much as possible. And the sculptures of birds, for example, we have this kingfisher who's looking down into the water. Her sculptures of birds typically have a base for them to stand on. And the base is actually part of the sculpture. It's not just intentional just to help it stand up. It actually is more than just a functional base. Each piece of hers is individual. It's unique. Her works are very expensive, but they are painted. Your next artist spotlight is Nick Mackman. She creates animal sculptures as well, and she does work with a lot of photo references. And she has loved animals for her entire life. So she's very much interested in conveying the behavior of the animal. So she's definitely interested in showing the personality of that animal. Is it proud, frightened, sleepy, playful? And then our next artist spotlight, who is definitely a little bit different, is Deborah Brose. And this relates more to kind of what we're going to be doing with our project. So, Deborah Brose, what she does is she collects found and thrifted ceramic ware. So, she finds discarded ceramic ware, perhaps what you would find at Salvation Army or Goodwill. She breaks them apart and she reattaches them. So, she recombines ceramic sculptures into new ones. So she creates these hybrid sculptures of these animals. So we have a Saint Bernard here. Looks like it's mixed with a turkey. We have a dog mixed with a duck. We have a cat mixed with some sort of canary. And what's fun about her sculptures is you really can't tell what's been attached together. You can see the difference in the works, but you can't see where it is, and everything has been fused together. And her works are definitely bizarre, but also very humorous. Her works have a lot of life and personality to them. And I'm just showing you the ones that she uses where she combines animals together. She does create some that have humans combined together as well. But again, she's using found ceramic ware. So for her, surprise is a very important element in her work. She really likes to kind of, just make the person, whoa, that's kind of a really interesting combination. So for your project, this is our last ceramic project. It's called Hybrid Animals. So what you're going to be doing are you're going to be creating a freestanding sculpture that is a combination of 2 to 3 different animals. You can combine 2 animals or you can combine 3 animals. And you're going to be using various hand building techniques. If your animal has thin legs, for example, a giraffe, a dog, cat, if you want them to stand, I do suggest using a base to help support the legs, and I'll show you a couple ideas of what I mean by that. Now, your animal could sit, your animal could lie down. You have several choices to construct the animals, and we're thinking about that later. You'll need to figure out what methods do you plan to use to construct your animal. Any part of the sculpture that is thicker than 1/2 inch needs to be hollowed out. So it is something to think about, and that's why planning the construction is going to be a vital part of this project. Enclosed forms need a hole for air to escape when fired. So of course, you're creating a sculpture. It's not functional, and it's going to have enclosed forms. So just like your Fabergé egg project, 3D Design 1, you're going to need to poke a hole for the air to escape, or maybe its mouth is open. The sculpture should include appropriate textures reflective of the animal because we want to know which animals are being combined. Again, you're combining 2 or 3 animals. These sculptures will be painted. They'll be painted with acrylic paint, and that will give you a chance to blend and create all different types of colors that you need for your animal. So these are photoshopped images of animals, but these are examples of animal hybrids. We're not using animal hybrids that are found in real life because there are some animals that you can blend them together and you do create a new animal. But we're looking for ones that are a bit more unexpected. So you could mix a mammal with, with a land animal, with an ocean animal. You could mix a bird with a dog. But you definitely want to go for something more unexpected, right? I wouldn't be combining a zebra and a horse because they're very similar. I wouldn't combine a dolphin and a fish because that's also very similar. So there are some project requirements. As I said, your hybrid animal should be freestanding. It can use a base as support, which means it's physically balanced. Now, these 2 examples here, which were created by high school students, now these are of just regular animals. These are not hybrid animals, but they do include a base. Now, maybe this is to help achieve height, but notice for the eagle, it would be very hard to have this eagle stand on its feet, even if you use the tail as support. So they created a base, which looks like it was carved. This is possibly just pieces of clay combined together. Now, if you have a freestanding animal, for example, this bear, he's sitting, and then we have this lizard, and it would obviously be resting on its legs and tail. Now, you're combining 2 to 3 different animals. So just think about that, 2 to 3 different animals. And the sculpture needs appropriate textures that's reflective of the animals because, again, it helps give a little bit of humor to the piece. Now, there is a height requirement, 5 to 6 inches tall. We're not going very huge for this project because you do have less time. But if you take a ruler and you check, you'll see 5 inches is not that tall. So we are working a bit smaller. The sculpture can be silly and humorous because sometimes some of those combination of animals can look really strange, but no cartoons. So we're not combining a cartoon dog with a cartoon whale, for example. So you might already have some ideas in your mind of what you'd like to combine in terms of animals, but I do want you to do some brainstorming and sketching first. So the next thing after this Edpuzzle is you're going to move on to the assignment, color your animal combination exploration.